Good morning, Drew. How you doing?
Good morning, Drew.
Good. So almost at the state capitol. I'm in the parking lot of the state capitol.
Oh, well, all right. That works too. How are things going there today? Yesterday was the fiscal cutoff date for bills there, and we are over halfway done.
Yeah, well, the last few days have been hectic and long, and as we say in appropriations, it's been a freight train full of fun. So we were there all day Saturday, all day Monday, and all day yesterday, and went to bed a little after midnight tonight. And we've gotten through the policy and fiscal cutoffs at the committee level. So today we begin taking votes on the floor and moving bills on to the other chamber.
So yesterday I was talking with State Senator Sheldon about his vote to move the carbon tax out of committee and onto the other portions of the Senate before it maybe has moving over to you guys in the House. What are your thoughts on this? I know we've talked about it in the past, but do you see kind of what Senator Sheldon was talking about, keeping it in-house as opposed to of allowing an initiative process be taken on this?
Well, so first of all, I am aware of the senator's vote, and I have not had a chance to speak with him since his committee did that vote late last week. And my position stands. This is not the way to affect the change without doing serious economic damage to our economy, and especially in a rural area. I don't legislate with a gun to my head. So the fact that there's an organization or a group threatening to run an initiative doesn't make me go and vote for a crappy piece of legislation, just to be blunt. So I'm not going to operate that way. I think the bill has a number of flaws in it. When you look at what industry and business has done in this state over the last 25 years, they have proactively reduced carbon pollution without a government stick on them. And our carbon levels have actually been reduced to 1992 levels in this state. But here's the kicker for rural areas. As the proposal, as the bill stands, as passed by the Senate committee, we're looking at upwards of 40 cents a gallon in additional tax. And when over half the people in Mason County are commuting every day outside of the county to work, that is just yet one more dagger to the heart of the rural economy. So I cannot support that bill. Again, I understand where he's coming from. Respectfully disagree with that, but we'll see what happens. I don't know that the Senate's got the votes to pass it off the floor, frankly. So we'll see.
I want to talk to you a little bit else on something you and I have talked about earlier in the session, if not before that. It was the net pen collapse and the Atlanta salmon that were in the Puget Sound. Looks like Public Lands Commissioner Hilly Franz has canceled the state lease with Cooke Aquaculture Pacific at the site where the pens collapsed. Is this on the heels of some of the work that you were doing in this, or you were able to talk with Commissioner Franz about this, and what do you think?
Yeah, I have not spoken with her since last fall. There are a number of pieces of legislation that were introduced going into the session, my bill included. There was one in the Senate, and then there was one other in the House. This is an issue that we need to make some serious changes to how we allow, if we're going to allow these types of operations to occur in our waters. The commissioner, has put us a little bit in a legal jeopardy situation. There's some legal question as to whether or not she has a statutory authority to just cancel a legally binding lease. So we may find this could be drug out for a while. I understand where she's coming from on it. We're trying to find a legislative fix here. I had a bill, to end the practice altogether. That did not move. However, another bill did from Representative Litton, and then in the Senate there's a bill as well. And I think this whole deal, we really need to sit down, come up with a solution that's legally enforceable and works for all parties. So I would say stay tuned, and I'm hopeful that there's a lot of legislative will on this issue, and I'm hopeful we can come to an answer that is satisfactory.
Well, 30 days moves quick, and so we'll be wrapping up this session hopefully before too long. We'll check back in with you next week. So